Game on, it's about to go down. A juke can shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the middle.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down by Chris.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Herbert on 3rd down now. Flush to his right. Open man, it's Allen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of a yard.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, the return is Reed. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A big connection on that one. 36 yards. On 1st down, Brady to Evans on the slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 29.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Linval Joseph on the tackle.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
Now Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Chargers nothing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
It's now 4th down.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Buccaneers 7, Chargers nothing.
So on 4th down, here's Ty Long to punt for the Chargers. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jakeem Grant. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. When you think about Tom Brady and these Chargers, for a long time this offseason, the thought was that L.A. might be a leading contender to land his services, what with the new stadium opening and all. But in the end, the Chargers got their quarterback of the future in Justin Herbert, and Brady wound up in Florida. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Actually, the kickoff for the Chargers.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 14-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
play.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway?
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Complete to
Jakeem Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score, Chargers 20, Buccaneers 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
22-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Intended for
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not in.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to...
Touchdown, L.A.!
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
We got 3.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle by
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Brady. And He's got Fitzgerald. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. From the gun, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Ball carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Picked by Nick Vigil. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to, his toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays, and finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 2 first downs, have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, here's Herbert once more. Eluding the pressure right. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Herbert throwing again. Out to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 39-yard line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Go, go, go.
Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 14.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. Bring it! And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Chargers 40. Buccaneers 7. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that'll back him up 5. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Michael Davis. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Did 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Chargers.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Once more, here's Eckler. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
1st and 10.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
This is Gronkowski down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 6-yard line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Charger drive about to get going, and they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Down by Levante David.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And now it's second down. To throw again. Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down inside the 30. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year, 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It's now 2nd and
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age, but Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April, had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games, and that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Chargers.
Let's go. 45,
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off inside the 10. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And look at this, the punt team is out there.
For the Buccaneers.
Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
31-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Antonio Brown. In
line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Buccaneers.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers,